Hi, I'm Christina McGoldrick with another episode of This Week in Santa Clarita. Right now, we're at the city's very first public art exhibit at the Valencia Town Center. Let's check in with the artist, Diane Fodorero, and find out what inspired her to create this event.
I've been creating art forever since I was quite young, and just a few years ago I started welding. I was interested in sculpture, and I'm just fascinated with metal. And when I started welding, I joined the local artist association, and they really spurred me on to do bigger and better things. So I'm really enjoying creating all kinds of interesting metals, and I always use some recycled pieces in my art, so I feel good about that as well.
We also asked Diane what she wanted city residents to take away from her exhibit.
I call my business whimsical welding, torched whimsical welding, because it makes me feel happy. And I think that art should inspire other people to, if they just want to look, then to look and dig a little deeper to think about the meaning of what they're looking at, and maybe even to work toward doing something creative.
Would you say that it's really possible for anyone to be some form of an artist if they just go for it?
I definitely believe that. I think with art, so often people feel if they create something, they should be able to hang it on the wall or sell it or whatever. But sometimes I tell my students, if you enjoy doing it, it doesn't matter if you hang it on the wall, if you throw it in the trash. The process is very important.
Right now I'm here with Jeff Barber with the city's Arts and Events Office. Jeff, why do you think public art is important to the city of Santa Clarita?
I think public art is important to the city of Santa Clarita because it provides the community with an opportunity to see creativity. And also I hope that the art provides an opportunity for people to talk about feelings that they may be inspired by because of the art. There may be things that they'll reminisce about from their childhood as a result of art. It might inspire some other kind of feelings, or it might inspire some creativity of their own. So I think having public art visible around the community is very important for the public to inspire, and I think to provide some entertainment, if you will, as well.
This is the premier exhibit for the city's public arts program. What else can we look forward to in the coming months?
Well, we're going to continue to do exhibits at the first floor gallery, which is at City Hall. Every couple of months we'll have a new exhibit, and as well as here, every 3 months we'll have an exhibit here. And we're going to mix it up so there'll be something different every time. And we're working with Cal Arts on a project, and we're going to be working with a team of artists to create the next exhibition, which will be sort of an art challenge where we're going to have artists go into stores here at the mall with $500, take that money, purchase things in a store, and then create a piece and then exhibit it here. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting.
What role would you like to see art play in Santa Clarita's future?
Well, I'm hoping that art will be pretty present everywhere. Wherever you look, you can go into a mall. Hopefully we'll have an art gallery at some point. There'll be a lot of public art in parks, and just pretty much wherever you look, there'll be art. And I'm hoping that that'll inspire other people to take up art, maybe as a hobby in some cases, or maybe professionally.
Later, we talked to Councilmember Bob Keller, and he explained to us why he feels public art is so important to the city of Santa Clarita.
I've done a little reading, and I have found that communities that have good, strong arts program, and I'm talking about the entire arts, visual arts, the dancing, acting, the whole thing, they are considered by the citizens to have a higher quality of life. And so subsequently, I'm a big proponent of the arts here in Santa Clarita, and we need to support all of the arts because they support us in return.
That's great. What role would you like to see art play in Santa Clarita's future?
Well, I think I want the arts to play a strong role, but I think by doing that, we need to have the involvement of the community, because the art that comes forward, as we talk about community art, needs to be a product of the community. And working together, we can have some great things, and a lot of fun too.
Wow, what a great exhibit. Let's check in with Evan Thomason at the Santa Clarita Sheriff's Department and find out about Blue Check, the latest fingerprint scanning system the Sheriff's Department is using to keep the city safe.
Hi, this is Evan Thomason with This Week in Santa Clarita, and right now we're being joined by Sergeant Darren Harris with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. And Darren, technology is nothing new to the city of Santa Clarita and the Sheriff's Department. What's the latest latest gadget you have to show us.
Well, Evan, today we're excited to talk to you about our latest technology that we're implementing and putting into the field and a better effort to protect our residents. And that's the wireless fingerprint device. It's actually called the Blue Check wireless fingerprint device. It's a Bluetooth type device that actually uses a PDA. This is the newest in technology to help our deputies in the field and to help us better protect the residents. These particular devices consist of two items. One is your BlackBerry, which is similar to any PDA that you might have, and the second part is the wireless fingerprint device itself. Okay. Now the deputy only has to carry this wireless fingerprint device in his pocket when he contacts a resident or motorist, that type of thing, and with this device, it will wirelessly transmit a fingerprint back to the car within 30 feet, which will then be ran through a database in Los Angeles County. And this particular device can run up to 10 million fingerprints in about 2 minutes. So it's a very handy tool. We're excited about it.
So basically, the application for this would be you pull over somebody who doesn't have ID. What's the benefit to the officer?
The key to this technology, and it is very new, so it currently only accesses our Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department database. So if a person has been booked into our system at any point in the past, then they will come up with a hit. So the advantage it offers us, it doesn't currently run the DMV database system or some of the other database systems that are out there. But the advantages that it does offer the deputy in the field is that if there's a question about identity and the deputy has legal standing and all the other facts surrounding it to be able to run the person's fingerprint, then it will give them the ability to do that in the field, to at least run those 10 million fingerprints. The other side of it is if a person's been pulled over and let's say they're driving without a license and they don't have any ID on them, well, in the past, we'd have to take that person into the jail, book them into the jail system and fingerprint them there, which, as you can imagine, is a timely process. It's not only inconvenient for the motorists, but it's also a timely process for our deputies, and it takes up a lot of resources, not only the deputy's time, but the radio car driving back and forth to the station, the booking process, the jailer involved there. So if we are able to utilize this system to identify that person in the field, we can simply issue them a citation and they'll be released in the field. So what we hope through this technology is not only is it going to help us better protect the residents, but it's going to free up and best utilize our resources so that we can be doing other things that are more important to protecting the community. So that's a big plus for us. We're looking toward that.
Darren, the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station always seems to be on the leading edge of technology. We did a show on the T3, and now this. How much use are these in Los Angeles?
Well, we are on the cutting edge of technology. We're always looking for ways that we can kind of stay a step ahead and help protect our community. These particular devices, the sheriff, Lee Baca, made the determination that we needed to get these out into the field. We've been given 9 at our station, which will be deployed very soon. We're in the process of training and writing our station orders on them. So we're real excited about that. So the sheriff and the city and the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station realizing the importance of these type of technology and how we can better serve.
Why don't we look exactly how it works? So I'm your suspect, and unfortunately I left my wallet at home. So how do we do this?
So the deputy would simply pull out this device and and calibrate it, which I just did there. Then the deputy can press the button here. The power button is on, you press the green, and then you simply have the person put their index finger on this device here. And then once the index finger is there for about 2 seconds, it'll receive that print, and then we go on and we do the other index finger, and then it will send it back. So then at that point the deputy's done, it automatically transmits the data back to the car, to the PDA system. In the meantime, the deputy can continue his investigation or his conversation or what have you, and after about 2 minutes, he'll get a return on this PDA device and an audible tone on both devices, which will tell him whether or not there was a hit, or hit meaning that the person was found, not necessarily that they're wanted or something along those lines. And then it's going to transmit a picture and the other information about this person back to the deputy. So that deputy could then run it through other databases if he's on legal standing to do so. And then as you can see from there, we can better protect the community to ensure that this person is in fact who they are telling us that they are. There are times where we'll run across people and they will give us a false name, and in the past we've had really kind of no way to verify that without taking them into the station or going through a much more extensive cross-examination or further investigation. So now we will have another tool, and again, this is just a tool. We're not going to use it as our sole our sole point of arrest or anything like that, but another tool to help us determine, hey, who is this person? Are they really who they're telling us they are? And, or are they someone else and they have potentially very dangerous or violent warrants and we don't want them out in the community?
Thank you, Darren, for sharing with us. So that's technology and the Santa Clarita Sheriff's Station, keeping everybody safe.
Thanks, Evan. Now let's preview Hit the Trail, the city's community bike ride and rally designed to get everyone ready for the Amgen Tour of California that's coming to Santa Clarita in early February.
Hi, this is Evan Thomason with This Week in Santa Clarita, and right now I'm joined with Pat Downing from the city of Santa Clarita. And Pat, thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk about Hit the Trail, the community bike ride and rally happening on January 24th. It's a Saturday. Tell us about the event.
It's our kickoff event for the Amgen Tour of California, and it's a great opportunity for families to come out, hit the trail, see our wonderful trail system, and come out. And we're going to end at Bridgeport Park, and there's going to be a big celebration at the park. We'll have free giveaways and a chance to meet hopefully some of our riders in the Amgen Tour of California.
Okay, so there's actually several elements to this event, so let's take them one at a time. First of all, it's a community bike ride, and there will be 3 different starting points from around the city of Santa Clarita. I know the mayor is on board, and as well as the city council members, so residents will have a chance to ride with them. Where exactly are the starting points?
Right, there are 3 different starting points. The first one would be over by Plaza Rita Junior High by Newhall Park. The second one will be by Valencia High School, and the third one will be at the trailhead off of Soledad and Camp Plenty by the Save-On drugstore.
And so when we say community bike ride, what I understand, the residents are going to show up. We're asking them to show up a little bit before 10 o'clock at each of those starting points, and they can also find them on the city's website. What kind of a ride is this? It's certainly not a race, now is it?
No, it's a leisurely ride, and the courses they're about 7 miles long. We are on the trails for the most part, and like you said, they all start at 10 o'clock, and it's a leisurely ride down our wonderful trail system, all ending at Bridgeport Park about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
And the city has over 30 miles of off-street trails, which some residents may know, and this is certainly a chance to get out and enjoy them with the family. When residents come up to a street or something like that, I understand that this guided ride will have a bit of an escort, is that right?
Yeah, as we start off, most of it is on trails, so our trails are pretty safe and traffic-free. There's a couple intersections that we do cross, so the Sheriff's Department will be helping out with escorts and stopping traffic so that the bikes can get through safely.
So they ride, and once they're at Bridgeport Park, what are they going to find there?
Well, we'll have free food, free giveaways. There'll be some vendors there. Some of our bike people, our bike stores will be there. There'll also be some bike competitions. There's a stationary bike race that we'll be doing.
Okay, let's take these one at a time. Now, I know our hometown station, KHTS AM 1220, is on board, and they are going to MC the event. So what about the stationary bike race? What's that look like?
Well, it's a challenge. You'll have 2 bikes donated from the Spectrum, and it'll be a challenge of who can be the fastest. I believe it's a 1-minute competition, and whoever's the fastest get the bragging rights of being the fastest bike rider for the day.
And we certainly thank the Spectrum Athletic Club for donating bikes, and I know they've done this for the last 2 years, and it really is a lot of fun for the whole community. The Parkmobile is also going to be there, and I understand there's going to be a decorating contest with the kids, so little kids can decorate their bikes. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the Parkmobile will be there with some different activities that they'll be doing, and they'll also have a contest where you can decorate your bike. So even if you don't start at one of the different starting points, come out to Bridgeport Park, 10 o'clock on Saturday, and be involved in the event.
So as you did mention, this is going to be it really is a celebration of Santa Clarita's healthy lifestyle and 30 miles of off-street trails, but this is really the kickoff to the Amgen Tour of California, which is going to bring all of its glory and bring Lance Armstrong this February 21st. Talk about the Amgen Tour of California.
Well, the Amgen Tour of California will be coming on February 21st. It's a huge event. This year we'll be doing the start, and it'll be starting from the Town Center Mall. Lance Armstrong will be competing this year, so if you want to get a chance to see Lance, come out to the mall and see the start on that Saturday, the 21st of February.
And we will be certainly talking about Amgen Tour of California in the weeks leading up, weeks in the month and a half that we have left leading up to the race. Another feature of the Hit the Trail ride, and I know that we're going to have some giveaways and prizes for people that participate from the Amgen Tour of California. We're also going to have free food for everybody. That's right, free food donated by the Lions Club, who has been a great partner with us for the last couple of years. But the big thing for Amgen Tour of California is we have a program in the schools where schools get spirit points. Can you talk about that spirit competition and how it relates to Hit the Trail?
Well, they'll be keeping score of the different schools that participate, so you should come out as a school group. We would, and you'll get spirit points, and the more points you get, the more chances you are to win the grand prize, which I believe is a Spirit Bell this year.
Spirit Bell, and I understand they also get some items donated in terms of sports equipment to each school. So it really is, besides just school pride, it really does help out each participating school.
Right. So the more kids that come out per school, the more points you get. So we encourage come out for the day.
And one major feature that we really haven't talked about, but it's an obvious one. Besides, this just being really a celebration of our healthy lifestyle, everything's free. So the food is free, the participation is free. Just grab your bike and come on out and have a great time with the whole family.
Right. Enjoy our trails. The city of Santa Clarita is so fortunate to have such a great trail system. This is a great opportunity. If you've never been on our trails before, to come out, get your family on the trails, and then discover, maybe for the first time, what a wonderful trail system we do have.
So 10 to 1 on Saturday, January 24th. For more information, go to the city's website at santa-clarita.com.
Hi, I'm Christina McGoldrick. I'm here with Susanna Coronel, Volunteer Supervisor with Community Services for the City of Santa Clarita. Susanna, we have the AT&T Champions Golf Classic coming up, for which you need 400 volunteers. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, we're really excited about that. In the past, AT&T has provided their volunteers, and this year they're giving us the opportunity to bring out the community to help out. And we're reaching out to everyone. We really need volunteers to come out and help as course marshals and all other aspects of a golf tournament.
Can you tell us some more upcoming events that we need volunteers for, like Hit the Trail or the Amgen Tour of California?
There are many special events that the city sponsors, including the Marathon, Cowboy Festival, Amgen Tour of California. For Amgen, in February, we're going to need about another 80 volunteers, and basically what I need are course marshals. They'll be assisting, keeping track of driveways, making sure that it's safe for the riders and the public, and you'll also have an opportunity to watch Lance Armstrong go by.
That's great, Susanna. Where can people go to find out more information on this upcoming AT&T Champions Golf Classic and other events for which we need volunteers?
You can go to the city website. We have all our volunteer opportunities posted, as well as anything that we know that's coming up for the community. Any local nonprofits that have events coming up will notify us, and we put it up there.
All right, thank you. Everything volunteers need to know to sign up for this event or learn more about it is on the community's website at santa-clarita.com.
Hi, this is Gail Ortiz for This Week in Santa Clarita, and today we are in Saugus at the city's third block party, which is part of the Extreme Neighborhood Makeover. With me today is Councilmember Bob Keller. Bob, what do you think about these makeovers and these block parties? You having a good time?
Well, of course I'm having a good time. I always have a good time. But I also am particularly impressed with the Extreme Community Makeover. It is such a good program, and is evidenced by the many people that are here out visiting all the booths and learning more about their city and how they can help themselves do improvements here in the community.
Absolutely. The Saugus one here, we target a 3 or 4 block area, and the city provides them with some help. We also ask the residents to help out. What have you seen in terms of comments or just things that have happened in terms of the Extreme Neighborhood Makeover? What's been impressive to you?
Well, the results, primarily. And I know that the citizens themselves particularly appreciate the opportunity to meet with city staff people, talk about the various issues that are of concern to them, and it shows that the city truly is a friend, and that we are there to assist our citizens in doing things to help improve their neighborhood, help improve their own homes even. So it's a great program.
With me right now is Norm Seeger, one of the city's community preservation officers, and Norm is the point person for the Saugus Block Party and the Makeover. Norm, how's it going?
Oh, it's good. It seemed to have a good turnout here today, and we have a lot of information for anybody who wants to come out and find out what we're doing out here.
And so what are you doing out here?
Well, we're basically just going around the neighborhood, the targeted area, to provide property owners assistance to remedy situations that may be in violation of city code, and again, provide assistance, see what we can do for them.
Great. And what is the parameters here, the streets that are involved in the Saugus neighborhood?
Well, the areas we're concentrating on are the Seco Canyon, Little Seco as we call it, and the Santa Clarita street behind me. And basically there's a few cul-de-sacs in between, and we're looking at all of them.
What type of violations or things have you seen to date just peripherally looking at them?
Well, there are a few things, such as inoperable vehicles. There are some substandard property conditions, such as the front lawns need a little work and things of that nature. But we will be sending a letter out explaining what we will be looking for to the general neighborhood here.
Okay. And at the end of the day, what is the hope with the Extreme Neighborhood Makeover?
Well, what we are trying to accomplish here is to bring up or to enhance the neighborhoods, to help enhance the property values and make it a clean-looking community.
Great. All right, Norm, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's all today from Saugus. We are at the Extreme Neighborhood Makeover in the Saugus neighborhood. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for tuning in to another edition of This Week in Santa Clarita. Now, let's check up on some events that are happening throughout the city. Mayor Frank Ferry and the Santa Clarita City Council will host a special groundbreaking event on Monday, January 26th at 3 p.m. for the last phase of the Cross Valley Connector, an 8.5-mile roadway that will link Interstate 5 with State Route 14 through the city. The event will be held at the intersection of Valley Center Drive and Golden Valley Road. The last phase of the roadway project will be completed in 14 months. For more information or to reserve a space at the groundbreaking event, call the City of Santa Clarita at 661-255-4939. The City of Santa Clarita is looking for summer, part-time, and seasonal staff, including camp counselors, recreation leaders, and lifeguards. Attend the 2009 Job Fair Saturday, January 17th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Santa Clarita Aquatic Center. For more information or for directions to the job fair, please visit santa-clarita.com.
Hey, Mike, give me another one.
The cost of one more drink, $4.50. The cost of a DUI, severe fines and loss of freedom. Causing innocent loss of life, unimaginable. The value of acting responsibly?
On second thought, why don't you call me a cab?
Priceless. Drinking and driving are not worth the cost. Call a friend or taxi to get home safely.
What the heck is this thing?
Back fat. Someone must have lost it eating the smaller sized popcorn.
Give me that.
Pregnant? Scared? Alone? Sometimes knowing where to go for help is half the battle. You want straight, honest answers you can trust. At the SCV Pregnancy Center, you'll receive the personal care and support you need to make informed decisions at this important time in your life. The choice is yours. Choose to know. All services are free.